The opposition is calling it tax terrorism and an surgical strike on the Aam Aadmi. On the other hand, the BJP says GST Council has representation from all the states, including the opposition states as well. The big question is, anybody thinking about the Aam Aadmi? Let's open this up and go across to our guests. We're joined by Dr. Sanju Verma from the BJP. We have Rajat Sethi, author and economist. Karan Bhasin, also an economist on the panel. Saad Shirwani, Samajwadi Party leader. We also have Syed Faisal Ali from the RJD. Good evening to all of you. Sanju Verma, of course, the first question is to you, given all the reactions that have come in from the opposition and also the fact that the food inflation rose to 7.3% on average from February to April 2020. I'm just citing some data. Cooking gas shot up 15%. Retail prices are also increasing. Was this really necessary at this point of time? The timing of it is being questioned.
You know, Swati, this is a very important issue, and I will just highlight a couple of quick points for the benefit of your audience. First and foremost, the decision to bring a 5% GST on pre-packaged and labelled food products, including labelled atta, labelled paneer, labelled pulses, labelled vegetables, labelled curd. That was taken by the 47th GST Council on the recommendation of the group of ministers. And group of ministers was, represented by 7 states: Karnataka, Bihar, Goa, and Uttar Pradesh. I agree, are BJP or BJP alliance-ruled states. Bihar, for instance, JDU and the BJP. But there were 3 states in the group of ministers which are not BJP-ruled: Kerala, Rajasthan, and West Bengal. So out of 7 states, there were 3 non-BJP-ruled states which gave the go-ahead to bring GST at 5% on pre-packaged and labelled food products. That is point number 1. Point number 2, if we have to, ask the question, was the timing right? One important thing which I need to tell your audience is this, that branded atta, branded food products, be it paneer, branded tea, branded coffee, branded milk, this was always, even till about 1 month, 2 months or 5 months back, the GST rate was either 0% or 5% largely. So what has changed now? All the government is saying is that instead of branded food products in unit containers, pre-packaged and labelled products will attract 5% GST. So it is nothing new. There is a slight tweak in the modality.
Are you saying the slight tweak in the modality is not going to burden the Aam Aadmi?
May I please finish, Swati?
I'm just asking you a follow-up question. Because you are putting out a lot of data. I'm asking you a follow-up question. Is this modality, is this slight tweak not going to burden the Aam Aadmi?
Yes, I'm coming to that. The slight tweak will not burden the Aam Aadmi Party, because the reason for tweaking this was to rationalize the tax structure and make corrections in the inverted duty structure, which in simple layman terms means that now people who were earlier not eligible to get input tax credit will be eligible for input tax credit, and actually the net impact of this 5% rise on the end customer, on the end user, Swati, be it you, me or Karan Bhasin, will be virtually nothing. And one very important point I want to make, because I got this data specifically for your show. There are 1,214 items of mass consumption, and I challenge anybody on this panel to say that I am giving out wrong data. 1186 items, Swati. Out of 1186 items, that is 98% items of mass consumption are taxed at less than 12%. Earlier, the tax rate prior to GST coming into force was 18.9%.
So you are happy with 5% tax on atta flow?
All right.
And the curd.
All right. So let's